What's going on, everybody? What's the sit rep? And today in this video I will be going over some of the juicy stuff that is leading up to this year's summer event, as well as going over what my plans are for whenever the update goes live. Right off the bat, you know, immediately, big news obviously. We're getting rerun characters from last year, and I also do plan on at least pulling one character of Neon because she sucks. It's sad because even in her SSR variant, she sucks. It's sad. It doesn't matter what variant they put her in there, she's always gonna suck. It's sad. But yeah, anyways, I'm possibly gonna limit break Bay Goddess Mary because I heard how good of a healer she is. So, and also she's a sniper rifle, so she might do well with D Killer Wife. So that's definitely a good combination that I want to try right there. And on the fact that we're gonna be getting Helm and a niece really soon, so I'm really excited. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people got this game, and even myself. Albeit the like I mentioned before, and I'll mention it again. The first time I got into this game was whenever I don't know if you can see her behind me, but it was whenever it was whenever they first dropped Red Hood, during the first anniversary. That was when I first came into the game, and I've been playing ever since. So to kind of give you guys an idea of my experience and why I think this right here is much better than what I stated in my last video. The fact that they would put the other characters in like the same banner as like Sakura's. Turns out if they did that, they would have to lower the drop rate to 1% instead of the usual 2%. So meaning even if they're in that same banner with Sakura, you're less than likely going to pull them which more than likely you're going to be pulling Sakura more, because a 2% drop rate is a hell of a lot better than a 1%. So the fact that by the sounds of this post, it looks like they're going to be getting their own separate banners, which is a 2% drop rate. Now, albeit, it's definitely a pick your poison moment, because it's like immediately that's like 3 banners as soon as the update goes live, and it ends at the they end on the 25th. So yeah, it's basically this entire month, and the fact that they said that we're supposed to begin them late July, and we're supposed and so does that confirm a summer part 2? I don't know really. So do take that with a grain of salt. They could do a summer part 2, but at the same time they possibly won't, because they did mention about the collab in the stream that they're going to be having later on down the year, possibly in August, maybe September. Nobody knows, because Shift Up is being really hush hush about it, because they're trying to avoid another near collab incident where apparently everybody just skipped out on the previous banners leading up to the collab, and Shift Up pretty much lost a lot of revenue during that time. And the only reason why they were able to survive, make quite a comeback, was because Near brought them back up in sales. But they're trying to avoid that drought incident where nobody was buying anything in the stores because they were saving up to for the collaboration. And a bit of a heads up, this information here is no good. But moving on to Sakura, anyways. Oh, and just real quick, again, the reason why I say the 2% banners are much better, because if I remember correctly, and they did rerun the winter characters whenever they were dropping Ludmilla, and those were on a 1% drop rate, and Ludmilla was on a 2% drop rate. I was able to MLB Ludmilla within the first few pulls, but I was only able to get 1 copy of Winter Shopper Rupee and 2 copies of Snow Miracle Annie. So yeah, you can kind of do the math right there. The pull rate wasn't just good. Regardless of how many times I tried to pull as much copies as I could, it was just nearly impossible. It was that rare that if you was gonna get a 1% drop rate, it was impossible. It was almost impossible to pull a character with a 1% drop rate. So the fact that again they are getting their own separate banners with a 2% drop rate is a hell of a lot better. Now, again, here's another reason why I say you should get these characters is because they're really good for solo raid content. Judging by the sounds of their kits, especially where you have a bunch of where there are certain bosses, especially that damn train. I hate the train. Let's take that train for instance, because that train has a hell of a lot of parts, and if you was to throw these two together in there, who knows what kind of magic could happen. But again, it all just comes down to the how you build your team to kind of like, you know, kind of like increase the damage output. But again, judging by, you know, I swear, even if they reworded everything, bro, it still doesn't make any sense. But again, her whole gimmick, by the sounds of this, is it looks like she does like damage over time. By the sounds of it, and again, just to kind of clarify, everything is also based on these skills being level 10. So everything is at a level 10 right now. And yeah, at first glance, it doesn't look really impressive, but we'll have to wait and see what Rosanna could do for her in terms of buffing, the meta that they're trying to go with this, which is apparently damage over time meta or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I'm definitely going to be pulling for Sakura and possibly MLB her because I actually want to get that burst skill wallpaper. And Dave the Diver, the collab minigame. Now this like sparked like a lot of controversy because that everybody thought that Dave the Diver was the collab for this time around, but in actuality, it's just a collab for a minigame. And the fact that it just shows how much money they have, that instead of doing a traditional normal mini game that like they would usually do for these types of events, they went ahead and got a really good IP for a mini game collab. Now, not a lot of games do that, and NIKKE, Shift Up, they're able to do it because it works somehow. And judging by the looks of this, I've never really played Dave the Diver, like I stated in my last video, or my couple of videos or a couple of videos ago. I'm pretty sure I stated I'd never played Dave the Diver, but I'm actually looking forward to playing the mini game. And if because the mini game is obviously supposed to be like what Dave the Diver, what the gameplay is supposed to be like in Dave the Diver. So yeah, if this right here, this mini game right here might convince me to get Dave the Diver if it turns out to be good. You don't have to play the mini game. I heard a lot of people just don't like it because it's Dave the Diver or something. I don't really care. I'm gonna get it simply because it looks good, and plus you get some really cool rewards if you play the game. So you're definitely missing out if you're not playing this mini game. And also, kind of bit of a last segment on this for this video before wrapping up. So when I do go live, and I will leave the link to my Twitch channel down below, so you guys can go subscribe to my Twitch channel, and be sure to check the notifications. So whenever I do go live, you guys will be able to come join me, come say hello, come watch me get screwed over by the gacha system. Because let's face it, at the end of the day, it all just comes down to luck, and I'm gonna need plenty of that because I will also be I'm pretty sure I'm just repeating myself at this point. I will be pulling the gacha skin. Another reason why I want to pull the gacha skin is obviously not because of how good the gacha skin looks for Viper, but there's 10 extra recruitment vouchers in that pull system. So if I do that first, that's immediately 8 pulls. I could do 4 for one banner and 4 for the other, or I can just do 2 apiece and see where I land. But we'll just have to wait and see whenever the update goes live. And I'm definitely excited. I'm looking forward to it. And oh boy, again, this goes back to how people got this game in the first place. Simply because you know, they saw volume or because of Summer and Nice. And people who saw Summer and Nice, man, you know, I definitely, I definitely understand. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm tired. I haven't gotten any sleep since I got home from work. I've been doing so many retakes of this video because I just simply couldn't like um say things correctly or yeah, whole bunch of nonsense. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here so I can get some sleep. I'll definitely see you guys live on my live stream if you guys want to come and say hi. Again, if you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments below of what you think and what your plans are for this year's summer event. But yeah, without further ado, I'll definitely catch you guys live whenever the update goes up. So yeah, see you then.